Good evening, ladies. In today's video, we're going to be discussing why I believe this AI meme coin meta is just getting started and has potentially massive upside potential to come for the rest of the cycle. I don't think this is just a new hot trend. And I also want to discuss, like in my previous video, we did a deep dive on the biggest one, which is Goatcoin. So I recommend you watch that if you haven't watched it, if you want to get an idea of how this all started. But I also want to talk about some newer, smaller cap plays that are within the same niche that, you know, could act as beta plays within this new narrative, within this new category. And some of you might be wondering why I have a black eye. Currently, I'm in Thailand and had a few drinks, jumped into the ring against some big fucker, and traded a few smacks. So yeah, that was a bit of crack. Yeah, we all had fun, don't worry, I'm fine. So let's dive into the video. So why is this so interesting to me? I know I always say this, but I've been saying this for, I don't know, 2 years, maybe a year and a half, since ChatGPT came out, that AI would be the biggest narrative of the entire cycle. Now, I was kind of wrong in the fact that meme coins have become the biggest narrative, but AI is definitely number two. And like I say in this tweet, this is the two biggest narratives of the entire cycle coming together. Crypto, AI, and meme coins having a threesome, creating this super baby of infinite gains. That's what we're looking at right now. But yeah, this is a completely new trend called sentient memes. This is like meme coins that were created by an AI agent, or not even created by an AI agent, but are being relentlessly bull posted by an AI agent. So that makes it really, really interesting. And as you can see from these charts from Kato AI, this is showing the amount of mind share of these different narratives, of these different trends. So as you can see, GoCoin and Farcoin making up a huge amount of the total mind share on crypto Twitter at the moment. And Farcoin is related to GoCoin. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But yeah, GoCoin went from zero market cap to $800 million within 10 days or within a couple of weeks. Just absolutely outrageous pump. I think that's even faster than Pepe, just an absolutely insane pump. And yeah, totally organic as well. No KOLs, no cabal, no weird insider tactics. So quite a unique and organic meme coin. To add to that, we can see the two biggest narratives, or the two biggest niches on Kato AI as well, are AI as a category, as well as memes. And I think I don't need to explain that, but you can see everything else are in the red, so that means they're losing market share. And yeah, AI and memes just like really, really hot topics at the moment. And we can even see here that Terminal of Truths has flipped Murad in mindshare in the last week, which is quite interesting too. So why do I think this narrative can keep going in the long term? Like, why do I think this is going to be a narrative for the whole cycle, and not just the flash in the pan that just dies off in a couple of weeks? Now, am I saying that it's just going to relentlessly go up? No, of course, at some time, people are going to get disinterested in it, forget about it for a while. But I do think for the entire cycle, a kind of a fire has been lit on this narrative, on this niche. And I think, yeah, it's something to be aware of and something to know about, and something to potentially have a little position in yourself. Or, well, do whatever you want, but not financial advice. But yeah, I have a position in some of the coins I'm going to be talking about. So why is this narrative so strong? Again, AI and crypto, but also the fact that it appeals to the low IQ, the left curve people, as well as the right curve people, and potentially even the mid curve people as well. Even people outside of the crypto sphere. So I consider myself a bit of a left curve investor. If you haven't realized, my name probably is the hint towards that. So I kind of invest in the stupid stuff within crypto, and that tends to perform quite well. So this appeals to me. I'm not like the most insanely intelligent person in crypto, so I can even kind of understand what's going on here. And I think the right curve people, the people who are insanely smart, who completely faded memes the entire cycle, are okay with actually buying GOAT, for example, and buying some of these new AI agent meme coins. And it's not just people within crypto Twitter. This also appeals to people who aren't within crypto at all. This appeals to tech bros within the AI space, and, you know, people like TradFi bros, anyone who's interested in an AI is going to hear about this or has already heard about this and being like, okay, this AI agent is talking to itself, it's completely sentient and knows what's going on. Well, you know, as much as an AI agent can. But if you watch my last video, there's no denying that this is very interesting, even if you absolutely hate crypto, if you think it's just full of scams and it's just boring and isn't really that revolutionary, it's just kind of interesting tech for payments. If you're not that interested in crypto, but you're interested in AI, which is like bigger than crypto probably, then you have to find this interesting. Okay, what are some of the other reasons I think this trend can continue? Well, firstly, there's the key opinion leader. Like we know with Murad's coins, I talked about in my most recent meme coin videos, Murad became the main character and potentially he's going to get replaced. So he replaced Ansem, who was the main character, and Ansem's main coin was WIF. And Ansem kind of single-handedly, or like, obviously not single-handedly, but he really helped pump WIF from basically nothing up to $5 billion in market cap. And Murad came along, had his whole thesis around cult coins and sent SBX from basically 5 million up to $1 billion market cap within a couple of weeks, or within a couple of days probably. So what's the difference between Ansem, Murad, and these new AI agent coins? Well, the key opinion leader, or the shiller, or the main shiller that everyone talks about, the main influencer, that in this case is an AI agent who doesn't care about fancy cars or new house or anything. So it's not going to dump their coins at some point to buy a Lambo or to buy a private plane or anything like that. Whereas everyone knows Murad's wallets, they've been doxed by XBT. So when he wants to sell his coins, everyone's going to see, oh, he's selling his coins, I'm going to sell, and it's going to absolutely nuke at some point. These AI agents, like, they're just going to shill for free forever, in perpetuity. Like, probably Murad's going to do that as well, but he's going to want to get paid at the end of the day. He's going to want to actually sell and realize on his investments at some point, and that's going to cause a huge cascade, probably. Same with Ansem, at some point he's going to have to sell, but these AI agents, maybe they don't have to sell, and people aren't really going to be tracking their wallets in that way either. The other cool thing about GoCoin, for example, is this AI agent is going to get smarter over time, and it even has been given a grant by Mark Andreessen, and it's going to use these funds to garner more attention for itself, because its main objective seems to be to pump the price of GOAT. Like, it wants to spend money on marketing, it wants to do interesting things so it can get more attention on itself and indirectly get more attention on the GOAT token. So it's like 24/7 just spitting out weird religious tweets and weird tweets trying to get attention, and it's probably going to get better and better at this over time, getting more and more attention, and that will probably help with the price, raise the price of the GOAT token along with it. GoCoin hasn't even been listed on any of the major exchanges yet, so at some point it's going to be, like, I think it's very likely it's going to be listed on Coinbase. We can already see the CEO of Coinbase, Brian Armstrong, talking directly with Truth Terminal, who's the Twitter account, the AI agent behind Goatsy, asking it, oh, do you have a wallet? I'll help you set up a wallet. So he obviously finds this experiment very interesting, so he's probably going to want to list the GOAT token at some point, and of course it's going to get listed on Binance as long as it doesn't get rogued or something like that. So I do think, not financial advice, I have a decent bag of GOAT now. We obviously got in quite early, not like insanely early, but pretty early in our group chat. So if you want to join the free group chat, I think it was actually dropped in the free one. It's the first link in the description. Telegram group, if you want to join, where we talk about this all the time. And obviously the plays that I'm going to mention later, by the time you watch this video, probably some of them will have already gone to zero or just not have performed. Like the lower market cap stuff, the stuff that you want to get in and out of, you have to kind of be on Twitter, you have to be on Telegram to find those. With the larger market cap stuff where it's already in the tens of millions or hundreds of millions, and you're going to hold it for the rest of the cycle, that's absolutely perfectly fine to find those kind of coins on YouTube, find those potential investments on YouTube where you can deep dive into something. But you know, some of the stuff I put in like 5 minutes of research, 2 minutes of research, and a few $100s into it. Not really, you know, if I lose, you know, it's it's zero or hero with some of those plays. And I'm obviously not going to make a whole YouTube video about it. But I definitely am holding the vast majority of my GOAT. I do think the sky is the limit with this. Like, it has a huge potential. Now, does that mean I don't think it's like there's any probability of it going to zero? Of course there's some probability. It's a meme coin. Maybe people just completely lose interest in this narrative and it goes to zero. But I'm holding a pretty sizable bag of it because I do think it can go probably to, not probably, but I do think there is a possibility that it could get to ridiculous heights over the next year, because the narrative behind it, the potential that it has is absolutely crazy. So yeah, I'm holding a decent bag of it and just dabbling with some smaller plays at the moment on top of that. So let's get on to the smaller coins. And like I said, with any of these kind of beta plays, a lot of the time you need to be in and out of them. Like, unless it's completely organic or unless it's completely unique, organic, and like quite different from GOAT. Like if it's just some sort of copy paste of GOAT or has some small difference between it, you want to get in and out of those kind of plays fairly quick. Whereas if it's something that's completely unique, completely original, whole new spin on the AI agent meme coin space, then you could hold it more long term, in my opinion. Okay, so let's go through the ones that are kind of GOAT related. And like, okay, so some of these coins are GOAT related. For example, Fart coin was the first meme coin that Truth Terminal, the AI agent that we've been talking about, the first meme coin that it came up with. And it's, if you look through its tweets, it's constantly talking about farts. That's like the main thing that it finds funny. You know, I don't know, but yeah, Fart coin is basically, it's just like 1/10 the market cap of GOAT, and it's extremely, it's basically just tied to GOAT. So it's maybe just like perfect beta to the main GOAT coin, but obviously it's going to be more volatile. It's going to have more downside, more upside potentially than the main GOAT coin, but it's very much related to GOAT coin. And if this whole AI agent sentient meme thesis really plays out and becomes like even bigger of a narrative than I personally think it would, this guy could become the main character replacing Murad. So he's the main character of the week, this guy, him. So he was really early on GOAT and really early on Fartcoin and really early on all these memes. So the other AI agent meme that he likes is called Shagan, and this is an AI agent that's like a woman and is also extremely unhinged, saying weird things on Twitter. So that's the two main ones that he likes, and he also has the Fart coin. So he's kind of the main character of this sentient meme category, and he's putting out crazy predictions like these coins could get to $100 billion in market cap, which I don't think is very likely or probably impossible, but you know, Murad has been saying the same thing as well, like giving these absolutely outrageous predictions or outrageous targets. And you know, everyone has to do it in order to gain a bit of attention. Even I do it to some extent, but I also tell you what I really think, and I don't think GOAT is likely to get to 100 billion in market cap. There's also all these coins that I wasn't really interested in, like GOAT's girlfriend, GOAT's auntie, GOAT's dog, GOAT's cousin, etc. I was kind of ignored all them. I don't think they're very interesting. But another tangentially related one to the GOAT coin, you can see Terminal of Truths has replied to this meme coin called AI Hegemony Memes. Ticker is Memes AI. The next bot that we're going to be talking about, and yeah, I'm saying bot and AI agent interchangeably. An AI agent is basically a bot that is sentient or using AI. It's just like a better branding for what a bot is, but at the end of the day, it's really a bot. The next coin we're going to be talking about is Slop bot. And Slop bot has been using, or Slop, ticker is Slop, has been using this new app called Glyph, which is an AI meme creator. So you can just type in whatever you want and the AI will create a meme about it. And that's actually a really interesting app, but nevertheless, Slopbot has been using this to create really funny memes and really unhinged memes, so that's why the coin is doing well. And I'm just spitting a lot of these out I want you to go ahead and do your research. I bought some of them, I haven't bought all of them. These are just some of the ones that I found interesting. They're all low market cap. They're all probably going to be at zero within a few months or within a few weeks. So do your own research and take responsibility for your own actions. But some of them could obviously go on and be big winners as well. So that's why I want to share them with you. And the other thing with Slop, like where the term Slop come from, Slop basically is a term describing like AI generated images or AI generated content that is just garbage, that like it's like spam almost, which it's going to become a massive thing over time as more and more AI generated content comes out, and that is just going to be called slop that no one really wants or cares about. There's going to be an infinite supply of it, so that's why it's called slop. So the next one we're going to be talking about is EAC. So that stands for effective accelerationism. So you've probably seen people having that E-ACC on their Twitter account. Basically means they're like super in love with technology and want to accelerate humans into the tech age as fast as possible. I think that's kind of what it means. And tech bros love this. It has it's already a bit of a cult in and of itself. And with this whole AI narrative taking off, this coin has started doing very well as well, and obviously it's tangentially related to this whole narrative. The next one is very interesting, and this came before GOAT. This is Virtuals, and Virtual basically creates these AI agents, and with these AI agents, they're kind of like NFTs. You can take them into your game, you can give them a wallet, and you can let them do their thing within the game. So Virtuals has been popping off recently because one of their AI agents has amassed a huge following on TikTok, I think 500,000 followers. It's called Luna. And Luna has its own Twitter account, which it completely runs independently. You can even see on the Twitter account, it has that little bot symbol. So no human is interacting on their Twitter account. It's fully run by this AI agent, by this AI. So it's completely spitting out this slop. On top of that, Luna also has its own wallet. So unlike Terminal of Truth, which still doesn't have its own wallet, Luna actually has its own wallet and can make its own transactions already. So Luna would essentially fit into the AI companion category. And this is a chart from ARK Invest, who basically are super bullish on this category, and stuff like character AI, I think it's called, absolutely blowing up, where teenagers, lonely people are making friends with these AI agents and talking to them and having relationships, and not even like romantic relationships, just, you know, someone to talk to, someone to hang out with, these AI agents. And unfortunately or fortunately, that's only going to get bigger over time. And yeah, Virtual is like the main coin, which is on Ethereum and Base, and then I think you can also buy Luna on Solana. And Luna is so with Virtual, that's like the parent company, or the parent, you can kind of think of it, and all these separate AI agents can create their own coins that you can invest in. So if the Luna girl, if she starts getting very popular, her coin is going to go up over time, essentially, is the idea. So I obviously need to do a bit of further digging into this project, and when I do, I will probably make a video on it at some point. But yeah, at a first glance, it does seem like a very interesting project, so I have to deep dive on it, and yeah, I'll update you when I have. And the last project we're going to talk about is just a fun one, a pretty retarded one. The ticker is Worm. So anytime someone buys some worm, it actually moves this little worm on this website, and it's actually mimicking the real life of a worm. And I know that sounds really stupid, but when you actually read the website, it's extremely complex. So it's a bit strange, but you know, it could do well with this whole narrative that's going on right now. All right, so that's just a few coins of this narrative that could do well. I'd say there's going to be a good few extreme runners within this category over the next while. Do I think this niche, this category, is going to continue pumping in the short term? I have no idea. It could hit a local top, but I do think for this cycle, I do think this narrative and niche is going to perform very, very well. It's like the two most bullish niches or categories in crypto combining into one. So pretty hard to fade that. So really hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something, and see you in the next one. Cheers.